a broadcast, and this is a reading about ziyahharris. Okay?
I'm going to do a brief read on Raymond Butts, dealing with the Nazira girl, a beautiful little girl. I was just up, I just took a nap from looking at it. I'm going to come back. I don't know when I'm going to come back and finish that, because I got other things to talk about. But if you continue to donate for it and to support me in it, I will give you updates on it. Oh boy, it's a sad situation. I would like for you all to help me get up to 50K subscribers now. I have been on here a long time, and y'all need to stop playing with me. I see y'all subscribing to everybody else and building 8 subscribers up. I actually have more than that. Y'all need to get my subscribers up, my motherfucking thumbs up, my likes and shares, and y'all need to keep chopping and screwing my motherfucking information. I just woke up from a little nap. I was up earlier, looking at this and had me a little cup of coffee. I'm just going to read straight off the dome for this. The way the spirits told me to deal with this is that I'm not going to get into every person at one time. They told me to get into each individual. And then I'm going to see where they're going with it. I have to do what they say and put it together like a puzzle. I'm looking at every individual as a piece of the puzzle. So we're going to start off with this young man who's born in the 80s. I'm going to tell you briefly what I'm getting about him, because I'm not finished. This thing is so disgusting to me. I'm not going too deep into this. Like I said, y'all want this, and I'm not talking about no $5 either. Now, let me make it clear. That's all you got, baby. I'll take it. But don't try to be slick and funny, because I know the ones that really love me and support me do donate. And some people email me, and they knew I was not talking about them. I'm talking about people that have been with me for a long time and love me and support me the best they can when they can, because I know they got families and bills and obligations too. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about random scraggling motherfuckers that come in here that I don't know and don't know me, that are whores. They ho-hop psychics. They looky and licky motherfucker, prostitute motherfuckers around here tricking motherfuckers out here tricking, driving the street like they looking for a psychic to motherfucking pay to suck them off. Every psychic that says something, they go to. See, that's what I'm talking about, that you don't know me. You don't stay here to support. You're just looking to hear what every goddamn body got to say for nothing. And that's fine. But y'all support the other ones, and they don't get suspended. They don't get the problems from YouTube that I get. I don't have commercials on my channel. They will not monetize my channel. They've never monetized it, and I've been here since 2007, and they're taking many of my channels down. That's why I asked you to donate and support, and they kept taking the Cash App down. That's why I asked you to support, because these things are very grueling and very difficult on my body, and I'm not going to continue to go into deep around cheering and grown-ass men's in his butt when he was a little boy and been gay and
okay, y'all, hold on.
And talk to Lucifer his goddamn self and get it and don't want to motherfucking give nothing back. See, I'm not dealing with that goddamn shit. So y'all let me know if anybody's in here, because I cannot watch this chat while I'm channeling. So y'all just put names here. And thank you to True 305. And you're welcome to share anything on my videos or mention me anywhere. I don't care. Let me get into this very briefly about this killer. The spirits told me this man is mentally delayed. He got a mental problem and a learning disability. I don't know if he completed high school, middle school, high school. And if you all can tell me what his parents are, was he raised by his mother and father? Please let me know, because I'm going to have to try to look at it and see what I'm seeing. This young man is so sick and mental ill. He is also a victim. His sister had him eating her pussy. He was fucking and getting fucked by little children and grown-ass men in his butt when he was a little boy, and been gay and dusting shit around his butt, fucking him in his behind and his mouth and making him fuck children in the family. And what can you do, Punchinella? What can you do, Punchinella in the shoe? Got this nigga playing musical chairs when he about 4 or 5 goddamn years old. Whoever lose in the musical chair don't get no chair, get fucked in their butt. girls and motherfucking boys. All y'all motherfuckers can get it. That's what the fuck I'm seeing. So I don't know if it's a house full of children with him, with his age, when he got them growing up, or as well as babysitting whoever had him around there. His brothers and sisters, one of his sisters put her pussy in that boy's mouth. That's why he's so sick. They got a free for all over there. I don't know if they had some foster children over there, had some cousins and nieces and nephews over there. They little teaching him how to eat PUSSY, how to suck DICK, how to open up his rectum, dressing him up like a little goddamn girl, treating him like a cute and light skin, treating him like a little girl, busting him in his butt, just beating him, like, you know, putting pillows and shit over his head, like tormenting him, making fun of him, calling him names, treating him like a little sissy. That's why he's so sick and twisted, because one of his sisters is his lover, one of his cousins, and they teaching him how to fuck on sisters, goddamn it, cousins, goddamn it, men's and motherfucking women's, passing him around when he's a goddamn child, showing him sick. That's why he's doing it sick as fucking. One of his sisters, if you see or hear a sister written up speaking out on his behalf or speaking out against him, or that's the one that put her pussy in his mouth. Right, one of them might be a little older than him, cousin, teaching him, watching him fuck on cousins, little girl cousins, grown folks telling them how to do it, then the little children telling each other how to do it, suck dick, the girls eating each other pussy, eating out each other butt. And grown folks watching it, laughing at the motherfucking shit. So they got this indoctrinated. So when these little children left the house, they wasn't no goddamn virgin. If they had children when they was teenagers or got married, I don't know what they wore white for, wore a white goddamn wedding gown, because they was up there digging in each other's ass at the grown people permission. Yeah, I grew up seeing that shit too. And my mama and them grew up seeing that goddamn shit and was getting done like that by grown ass women, by the grown, they mamas and aunties shit, leaving with grown ass old ass niggas and turn their motherfucking head. So he's a little bitch. And go both ways with a soul behind, because he take dicks in his hind and then take it out on little girls and punish them. You know, I'm wondering if he started choking and killing and putting women in a chokehold when he was a teenager, because it's that girl, the sister. Let me tell you something. She's a killer too, and a child molester too. One of them girls that's his sister was also fucking him, putting him up to do violent shit towards other girls and other niggas. She needs to be arrested too. She needs to be questioned too. Because this shit was going on. Why do I keep hearing foster care? I wonder, was somebody in foster care? Was he in foster care? Were their children there in foster care? Were their relative children there? Not just brothers and sisters. I keep seeing them getting fucked and fucked on each other. And this boy started putting little girls in chokeholds and doing violent, deviant shit at the order of his fucking older sister. So it's something about this fucking sister and him getting fucked and beat up by girls and women.
Listen here, that's Jarvis' sister, the one that had on that yellow shirt at court. I believe she's talking about her. I believe she's talking about her because when she was in her testimony and they were asking her questions, she was like, well, I was just there at the shop and I don't pay him to fix my car. Get into that, y'all. Let's wake it up. Grand Rising, everybody. Please hit the like button. Please share.
And when he was a child, really tormented.
And go over to my good girlfriend, Alexis K. Tyler's show. She's here on YouTube. I'll share her on the community wall.
Women's are the one that kick this shit off. That's what the fuck I'm seeing. Then I'm looking at him at fucking different elementary school, moving around, and then I see the sister again. I see girls in school talking to their teachers and counselors, fucking on the coach, the male coach that trained little girls, sucking dick while they little, you know, to get their grades and get through school and shit, eating calm, all out there in the goddamn classroom doing recess or round there, you know, around the track outside. These fucking grown ass motherfucking teachers got them getting head up there in the school they go to, him, the killer, and the fucking sister. Who the fuck is this bitch? This girl that's supposed to be a sister or one of them. It's a group of them in his family that did this shit and that set motherfuckers up and blackmail teachers, selling dope to teachers, getting dope from teachers, doing drug with teachers. Him and his other sister in fucking school, fucking men and women. He watching the girl fuck off and suck off teachers and motherfucking track coats. Like, what the fuck is this? Why the fuck am I saying this early morning? It's these women that put this sick ass nigga on these motherfucking bitches. And got him, it's been some boys molested, goddamn it, around him because the women that grew up with him fuck on the boys and motherfucking girls. And in this fucking elementary school, it's more than one elementary school. It's some teachers and counselors know about this shit. They was motherfucking tricking this nigga out and tricking the fucking girls out. His sister, and might have been more than one sister, and some fucking cousins and nieces and goddamn nephew. Somebody assist in that goddamn family, man. Grown people go both ways because somebody traveled in that family that was older, that was in the motherfucking military, and they dealt with some kind of foster kids, or it might have been some pets around too. I don't know why I see a rabbit. Please don't tell me they was fucking that goddamn rabbit and fucking that goddamn puppy. I'm fucking a cat. Now I don't know how they would fuck a cat unless they pull his teeth out and pull his fucking fingernails out. So that's the only one you gonna fuck on. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. That's the only way you gonna fuck on him, goddamn, because he not with that goddamn shit. So they horny fucking children. Thank you, baby, Justice, for putting that up there. They horny fucking goddamn it children, women's and goddamn men's, and motherfucking dogs and cats. Why do I see a rabbit? It's like, what the fuck is? So if it's not them, it's somebody in their group that's in that fucking them schools they done went to, that deal with pets or somebody's house they've been to, and drugs. This nigga's a fucking junkie. The sister junkie. The fucking bitch he was with is a junkie. He sell dope. He has to depend on dope because he get anxiety real bad, get this shaking. Like when he get nervous or he get confronted by a grown ass man or something, he start this shaking and he goddamn get nervous. And certain women talk to him a certain way. That girl beat his ass. I'm saying beat him with a belt and beat him with a pipe. Hit him like this guy has been abused real bad by female and male relatives. And then it's like, okay, well, you're not gonna do what I say. This is sister. Well, I'm gonna tell Uncle such and such, our big brother, that you tried to fuck on me, or that you touched me, and watch him get beat up and say, but I told you to do that to that bitch at school. I told you to lure that bitch over so we can drug and set that bitch up and I can get something on the bitch and get pictures. Why do I keep getting this about his fucking sister, man? It's these females. It's one main sister. This bitch is still alive. She sick him on girls because she gets off on it and have filmed this shit, and they got an underground market for.
Well, listen here. When we think about Jarvis's sister, she said that she was sitting up there at the shop. She sat in her car. The girl kept getting in and out of the truck. And then when she did see her, the girl was walking in front of her. So that sister, Jarvis's sister, I always said it, that she needs to be investigated. Jarvis' sister needs to be investigated. The one with the yellow shirt on that went up there to give her testimony.
Child sex trafficking, the girl and him, and they've been working with counselors and teachers at these fucking schools, and at that goddamn girl's school. She's not the only one they did it to. These women need to start coming forward, and these boys need to start fucking coming forward. And some of them had abortions. They got these pregnancies. They had these babies by this dirty, sick ass nigga right here. He killed another one. He actually killed the baby. They drowned the baby. The baby got a bad head, want a hole in the head, or been strangled. Just buried out there in the goddamn woods. I seen a little girl. She is so sweet. She can't help what she did and go with that man. She don't know no motherfucking better. They done had him around there. She said, hi. I said, hey, baby. Me and her been talking. She want a little something to eat. So if anybody want to donate for that baby a plate, y'all please send me donations so me and her could eat something, because she told me she want to eat with me. She want a plate, and so I can put her candles up there, and fresh candle, and get her some food for her goddamn altar. Y'all care so bad. You want me to look at this so goddamn it bad? The girl asked me for something to eat, and she want fresh candles. I can't buy all this stuff by myself. So y'all want me to see even more? She's here. It just make me want to cry because she's such a sweet baby. She like me. She feel comfortable here. She done seen Nipsey say hello to him. She said hello to a couple of, and she got an ancestor with her on the other side. I seen her laying on the ground. I seen water. I seen woods. I seen pines. So this child, and she got a around her neck, some around her neck, and then her head been bust upside the head. She showed me. This baby done set up inside of her. Lord have mercy. She said that's not the first time she was pregnant. See, that's why I told y'all, I don't want to get into this shit. And the way they have me doing it is one at a time. I want to know who the fuck is this bitch. I'm not even talking about the fat black woman. I'm talking about the auntie you say you fucking that had custody of Nazira and let her go with him. This bitch is just as sick and a sex offender, and she deal with some of his fucking relatives, and they groom her. She go both way, like this nigga go both way, fucks men and women, like for women to go down on her and get high. See, that's why I don't want to do this here. I have cash up. They keep taking it down. She needs to be arrested too. The sister and that bitch that he with, that apart, she was sex trafficking little girls too. And they was getting money off of this here and at these goddamn school and these social workers and these caseworkers and these students, these teachers, goddamn, these state workers, which will be state and federal workers, are a part of this shit and this underground prostituting these boys and girls at this goddamn school. That's what that little girl told me. I see her just as clear. I just need a map. So I can look around and see, because I see now this happened a year ago. This happened what? September, I think, 2024. And he's just being tried now. He was sentenced now. I don't know what was he already sentenced. He's not going to get out. This here, he needs to start fucking telling, but I guess he's scared of them. But they hoping, these females in his family, hoping that he don't tell his secrets. Somebody needs to tell, because his family has been doing this before he was born and after he was born, if that's his real family, because some of these people I don't see really blood relatives. This man is demonic as hell and slow. He can only really have real, and it's always sexual, ain't that deep. He can only have sexual relationship with children. That ought to tell you something. And women that think like children and very insecure, it's always something sexual. I don't see that he bought homes and cars and provided for families. This man looked like he's weak and a victim and was a dependent of women and other people to do something for him. Fuck it, suck it for some goddamn Tropicana orange juice, a carton of that, goddamn it, and a fucking hamburger and shit and some dope. Prescription pills and shit and popping pills and bitches getting pills and shit for him and getting little girl pussy for him. That's what the fuck I'm seeing going on here. Okay, good. It started in March. She had him because they made an agreement, sold him to him, had an agreement because she's a fucking sick ass pedophile. And it's possible she could have been done that way when she was fucking growing up. She has a lot of mental and emotional issues and twisted and sick in the head and lost in the goddamn head. I mean, she willingly sold them children to him and get him money and took care of him and teach them how to suck dick. You know what? Why did y'all ask me to do this? Y'all need to donate, get that baby some food. That's all I care about right now. I'm talking to her because this just breaks my heart. I was thinking about her and I saw a picture. She's so pretty. And she has such a sweetness about her. She's still sweet. She's not even angry. At this time, she's not angry. She's just reaching out because she wanted somebody to listen to her and love her and pay attention. They beat her up, and the fat bitch was jealous of her and beat her, hit her, and he beat her. And this, and she said people up there at that school did it. Them girls was jealous of him because they was fucking him too, or wanted to compete with her for fucking them and get a baby by him and shit. And they, she's not at rest. She's not at peace. Walking around and they just let that baby die like that and didn't even go get that baby body and sitting up there just going over their life, and she's concerned about this man and loving this man. They need to do to him and him and that bitch right there, and what they let even grown women fucking him want to confront that little girl, and she want to confront and fight that little girl like on pressure about that goddamn nigga. That's what she said. It's so much. She's telling me, I haven't gotten into it. It's too much. It's just that little bit. Now, I could be wrong. That's just me laying here, that little bit that come to me. This shit started back then when he was a little baby, like his mama or somebody didn't want him. That's what I said, what about the mom and daddy? Who is his mom and daddy, goddammit? Did they raise him? Is it the last pic she took? Like she got a blackout. What? Oh my God. So she was 7 months pregnant. I didn't see all the pictures, or was it showing pictures? Because she must not have been eating much because she looked tiny. So she was the granny too. The granny was pregnant at 11. Who grandmama was pregnant? Yeah, I got Zelle, baby. My name is Alexis Tyler, and my email is my regular email, alexiskttylervp@gmail.com. It's my name, Alexis K. Tyler VP. I don't know how to put it in here while we talking, but I'll put it in the video after it's over for my Zelle. Do y'all know anything about his parents? Did his parents come up? Y'all know how he was raised, or yeah, and brothers or sisters? Because I see these children around. Some of them either foster care or their cousins, nieces and nephews, children running in and out, circulating in and out. People getting checks and stamps for goddamn children, fucking and sucking them off and being entertained, to teach them how to fuck on each other and watching and take them from house to house, place to place, put these shows on these fucking kids, and these grown people taking turn running train on them and teach them how to truckers and people that ride motorcycle club and shit and church and preachers and all this shit come over there to fuck all on them and pass them around. For some reason, I don't know why I'm seeing this. This is undercover going on within that family. Says she's wearing a Pokemon. Lord have mercy, that's a baby. God damn. And that ain't the only one he was doing it to. He had other girls pregnant, and they want to fight her and argue with her, and jealousy at the same time that he did it to the little girl and other babies. I see 10 babies in the ground dead in a dumpster, buried like out in some fucking wooded area. Big, 8 and 9 months pregnant and shit. Watch them have them or bust them in the head, driving different states, different counties, different area, near water, dropping them off, and don't nobody know or ask about their kids, and don't nobody care nothing about their little girls, or the mama go along with it. She ran away. She's so hot and fast and grown. I don't know what happened. A lot of these missing girls, that's why they missing, because of shit like that. They're not really missing. Their mama, their aunt and shit got custody of another grown nigga, fuck them off and suck them all because they want the nigga. So they make an agreement to do that fucking shit and do a satanic sacrifice for power, because a lot of these niggas into satanic shit. And this is a satanic nigga right here. I see he got 2 or 3 motherfucking spirits on him, and they talk to him. This nigga's a paranoid motherfucking schizophrenic. Nigga's a sociopath and a psychopath. He is prone and drove to murder by his sister and these women that tells him who to jump on, who to fuck, who to manipulate, who to trick, who I can get something on them and drug them, put something in their water. I'm gonna fuck on them. You gonna fuck on them. I'm gonna set them up for Mr. Bill to fuck on them. See, this is the kind of network. Y'all think it's just this girl right here, and then he just randomly did it because we was with a motherfucking auntie? No. And the auntie knows about it. They need to question this bitch, and the feds need to question this bitch. Because some of this shit goes to a federal level with federal workers in them fucking schools and them fucking nurseries, and negotiating to sell babies and fuck. I'm talking about not her age, newborn babies 5 to 6 months old and shit, through these motherfucking systems in this foster care. No, he was doing it at the same time. There's somebody pregnant at the same time this girl was pregnant. There was raping going on under the supervision and guidance of these women and his sister. Do y'all see him having a sister anywhere? Anybody like a sister close? How many brothers and sisters? Any parents of this motherfucker? Because I'm telling you, that's where this shit started, and him moving around place to place, and these little girls teaching him to do this shit. Wait a minute. He was leaving with his own daughter at the shop. Where the fuck y'all seen that shit at? So his daughter came forward. You said, I just seen the sister on the stand. That's the one, goddamn it. I ain't seen. I don't know what she looked like. Where she living, and she coached this motherfucker on this shit because she was coaching. She's a handler and a fucking sex trafficker and a drug fucking dealer and user. This bitch just as sick as him. So he had a sister that testified against him. But that's the bitch that did this shit. Where's his daughter? So his daughter came out. So they not charging him for that? They just charging him for the one girl? Saying she 9 years old. God damn. You see what I'm saying? See his children walking around with calm in them. I hope he ain't got no little boy because he done bust they butt. That's just the kind of shit that I'm seeing. Like, God shit. Oh my God. This man ain't right in the head. He ain't got them all in the head. He's controlled by demons. These women got sex demons on them, and they did demonic rituals. Somebody from the military that dealt with satanic magic was in this when this boy was little and cast spells on them children. And the sister is dead up with the shit. She must have did that because she didn't want them to look at her and question her, and they don't know her role in the shit. Because she needs to be arrested. And she needs to tell all the shit she done, but she ain't gonna do it because she know they're gonna lock her ass up and they hear about this bullshit and about these dead babies she know about and help set motherfucking little girls up and shit, and a couple of little boys in their family that's gay as hell, and that's why. So you got 15 to 20 living children. And they sick, because if he could, he'll fuck on them if he ain't fucked on them already. You see a stupid ass woman lay up with a nigga like him that ain't got shit to offer but some dick, and he's attractive, and I guess they want to get with him and have his dick up in them and some filthy demonic calm up in them.
Hi.
A lot of them gonna be psychopaths.
Beasley,
just like
no.
around killing
I'm from Oklahoma.
motherfucker sick.
Queen City is my brand.
Bitch, see.
Grand Rising,
like I said,
hun.
whichever one of y'all has moved to donate to get that girl some food and to get her some candles up there on the offer, please donate so I can do it for her. Because she asking me for it. And one thing, she asking for some rice and gravy. Now, you know that's our thing down here. She wants some soul food and want a toy. Lord Jesus. She wanted a baby, too. And she liked it, this nigga. She really wanted a baby. She didn't want to die. She didn't even see it. The baby, she's so sweet and so naive. She didn't see it. You said, oh, MG, the sister video just popped up on my screen. Yep, and she ate it. The sister, I'm telling you, unless it's another main sister that you see him with, if y'all don't see another main sister that's doing talking, it's her. Y'all send me the video with a fucking name on it. And I'm seeing he got sexual transmitted diseases, too. If he ain't got HIV, it's herpes and some other infectious diseases that he got, that he's spreading around here. I hope they don't come up with no goddamn disease. If they ain't got one already, cause I see he got it. Wait a minute. Are you saying that he was having sex with a 4-year-old? So what I'm getting is not far off what I'm telling y'all, because y'all know about this. I don't know about it. I just pulled his mug shot. And from seeing him, that's what I saw. And they started telling me, and she started telling me about his family growing up and his sister, and that this is what they would do to him. That's why he's so twisted, sick. This man will never be okay. He needs psychiatric meds and therapy and shock therapy. They need to put his ass on lithium, goddamn, because he's not no fucking good and he didn't develop. I'm telling this child, this man is mental delayed. He doesn't have an IQ, a high IQ. This man is not very book smart. These women facilitate this shit this nigga's doing and help him kill her. The main killers and sex traffickers is these women. They protect him and keep this shit going. I'm telling you now. See, somebody needs to tell on that sister, goddamn. Somebody need to tell on that whole fucking family. I pray that girl help me and help these spirits reveal what they did and how they said that. Girl, I told that man to kill that goddamn girl. They helped him kill that girl, that fat bitch. They told him to kill that girl, and she had something to do with killing and choking. This is not him. This is not just him. It's that fat black bitch. It look like she eat a whole box of Oreo cookie ice cream, goddamn it, and some Coca-Cola. It's her. The women's helped murder that goddamn girl. I'm telling you, he didn't do this by himself and dump her like this. That's what she said. It's not just him. It's that bitch that had the baby, that fat black one. She helped. If the sister seen her, she helped kill her. She gave the order. These bitches is doing this. I'm telling. Lord have mercy. It's too early for me to be hollering. And that child is here. She said something about a present. When is her birthday? Did somebody promise her a present? Did they say he had something for her that day? I see a big blue bowl. Did somebody say they want to give her a present? Is she looking for a present? When's her birthday? Did she physically die before her birthday? Did she just have a birthday? Because she's saying that they will tell me, oh, they were going to get my present. I didn't get my present. Where is she talking about? So the sister said she saw the little girl get, they can't, I'm telling you, them women, they killed that girl. The girlfriend and the sister, I'm telling you, they led him to do it and protect him to do it. He did it before. He always do it. Them women's give him the order. They help to kill. Them killers is them women's, goddammit. I mean, y'all, I see a gun and bullets in her hand. He did them. I say he don't do it, but the women's facilitating hiding and they shoot her and they murder them girls and them babies. I see a baby in a bathtub with some water in it. One of them look white. I don't know if you ever dealt with white women or Spanish women, or this is a real light-skinned black woman or something, because I see this baby big as hell with a big-ass head. Your baby was born, and you kept this child, and some of them, they take them. The state take them and adopt them out to be trafficked, moved around and used for organs. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I'm seeing a name now. It's an organization up there. One of this church, Starlight. One of them is a church with this fucking preacher. Well, they have clothes drives and food drive and canned good drives up there. If y'all find somebody like that, see them around that area and supposed to offer the youth that run away, you know, food and shelter and shit, the preacher fucking them, setting them up, drive around looking for them, have the things out in the front, they like he help, but underneath that, that's the lure of the end that's tied to this nigga and these fucking schools and the state and the motherfucking social worker and shit, and undercover gear kickback to fuck on them little childrens. I'm not asking about no marriage or no engagement. That doesn't matter. That don't stop or start a goddamn thing. Do y'all see anything about his mom and daddy? I wonder who is his real blood mama and daddy, if not who was raising him, because this is where this shit starts. This is how this started. Was they in the code? And was his parents in the court? Did y'all see his real parents, or did he have adopted parents? Who raised him? Because I really need to see them. I need to look at his parents, or who were the legal guardians over him, the sister, and how many brothers and sisters in there, and foster children around in now. Hey, fatty.
So they want to be seen, which makes me wonder what kind of dirt they have on them, the parents of these disgusting children, these sexual deviants. I go into this shop because Nazira takes me to the shop. There's a group of other little girls, there's babies, and there's some little boys that are physically dead that are hanging in the shop, skipping around in the shop. So what was this, a body shop? Did he work on cars, or what type of shop? Was it a mechanic shop? What kind of shop did he work in? A couple shops. Him and his friends that were also dealing with underground sex trafficking of little children, little girls. Prostituting little girls to drug dealers, numbers, runners. I'm even seeing bikers. I'm seeing drug addictions here, heroin addictions, powder addictions, maybe powder, heroin, pills. I'm seeing drugs moving in and out of this shop. Nazira is playing with another little girl. She was murdered in that shop, or raped and nearly murdered in that shop. Somebody was murdered in that shop. Children were murdered in that shop and trafficked and hidden and wrapped up in blankets, carpet, rolled up, something like that, put in trunks and cars. Was this a car shop, a body shop? If anybody can see the pictures of this shop, the front of it, the address, the back of it, if there are any houses nearby, chain link fences nearby, woods nearby, trees nearby, water nearby, train tracks nearby, it doesn't have to be directly in front. It could be miles away, 5-10 miles away. But if it's in that area and on that side of town, I need to see that there's a park nearby, a playground, anything like that, any national park, federal park, or any big playground park where you can go play near, where's an intersection nearby here, side roads here, lakes, railroad tracks, trains, another body shop. The little girl they're skipping around, they're playing, and most of these little girls that are physically dead have already been pregnant. Their mothers gave them abortions early, or if they had the baby, they didn't let nobody know. Either they killed it or they gave it away and had these little girls on birth control so they can fuck him and fuck other grown men. Another girl that Nazira knows, because they leave from the shop he works to a factory. The other little girl said her daddy works at the factory. And at the factory, there's a lot of grown women fucking and sucking. They say it's a heavy drug presence. A lot of the people work at this factory. I don't know why I see an older Cadillac, and her daddy has an Afro like from the 70s and motherfucking 80s. And one of these is a 70s goddamn white Cadillac. But it's a really nice collector's Cadillac. It's a 2-door Cadillac, and then one of them is a 4-door Cadillac. She said her daddy drives it. He works at this factory. So it makes me wonder, are you talking about a factory that produces cars or Cadillacs? Was there ever a factory in Detroit that produces Cadillacs? Or some cars close to Cadillac or like Cadillac, you see what I'm saying? Or like Ford cars, Ford truck. No, wasn't the trucks, these were automobiles. So I wonder, were there ever Cadillacs produced in Detroit? Or were there other Fords, other cars produced in Detroit? Are there still factories open right now? Because she's showing me back in the 70s and the 80s, she's like, my daddy works at the factory. They fuck kids at the factory. They sell kids at the factory. They're hooked in with drug dealers, biking clubs, motor clubs, where a lot of these bikers that are married, have children, and travel also like to fuck other people's little kids, prostitute and traffic the little kids. They're on drugs, they sell drugs, they're drug traffickers. They're inside of the plant. Grown women sell their ass inside the plant, sell drugs inside the plant. Niggas do drugs and sell drugs inside the plant and pass around children and buy pussy behind their wife back inside the goddamn plant. What plant is this? Does anybody know? You said 9,000 Connor Street in Detroit. Do you all know what factories? Anybody from Detroit? Or can somebody look it up right now? Unless you're in there, you're up there already. You know where I'm talking about. What car plants are in Detroit? Are there any car plants that are open in Detroit, functioning right now? And if they're not, when did they close? Would that be Ford? Let me look. I'm sure. Let me look, since nobody's answering, because I want to know. First, I want GM, Ford. Thank you. It's open now. It's some General Motors. Okay, good. So Chrysler, thank you. They're still open because this is another little girl that plays with her. They're skipping around playing. They leaving from his shop. It's another one shop. That girl said she was killed in his shop and she was being screwed by another man in that shop. And then said her daddy was messing with her at home with some other kids and nieces and nephews. They would bring them and they would sell them to niggas and bitches up there at the plant. It was women using these little girls too. And then they grown men use them and pimp them out at these motor clubs, these biker clubs, these Rotary clubs. Is that called Rotary club? What do they call that? Some of these men are military, like some of them are military active. Some of them, like going back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, were retired military, like were veterans. And they're saying now these veterans are on drugs, and she showed me them smoking and doing meth and heroin, coke and pills. Said that they parents fucking on them and said these veterans like to get high, and some of them are pure gay, bisexual, like to mess with children. They pedophiles. Said it's all these things are going on in these goddamn automobile plants. He was selling some of these children, making deals, and then he got a drug habit. The one that killed Nazir got a drug habit and real weak, real insecure. I don't know what people see in him, because I would never fuck him with a goddamn cat or rat pussy. I had no babies like him. This guy's sick as hell. You can look in his eyes and tell that he's delayed and slow. You can tell that something is wrong with him. I don't know what these fucking black bitches see. When they lay up with him and then these diseases, somebody got HIV in that group. If it's not him, as one of them adults circulated and have given it to them children. And one little boy that's a straight up female, he had just like a woman, could sing and move his ass and pop his ass like a woman. He got it. And I'm talking about, this is somebody under 10 years old. Some of these babies is born drug addicts, addicted, and having sexual transmitted diseases. This is how this little girl, it's a group of little girls and some boys, and they go to this playground. That's why I asked you, was it a playground nearby any of the body shops he worked at, or parks or playgrounds near these car factories that he's telling me about, with houses, like older houses, chain link fence, railroad track. You can hear the train and some of these neighborhoods, and now I see a bus. Talking to y'all had a transit system up there. Is there lakes by a park or lakes? Now I see a graveyard. I don't know that area. I never lived there, never been there. I know my father was born there. That's all I know. I don't know anybody else to tell me anything, or I'm just hearing this case. And this is what they just told me. The little girls are skipping around, and she's not bitter either. They're playing with each other. They holding hands. There's a lot of children over there that are dead, and they have babies. Some of them are having the babies still. They're having them in the astral because they were physically murdered while they were pregnant, and they made some of the children kill the other children. An older boy child was having sex with a younger girl child, and they told her to bust her in her head with a brick or rock, or heard one said cinder block. They having the babies. They don't really understand, because they babies having babies. They're really like angels. They're angelic, and they're light beings that died young as children. But the thing is, they were not children. See, that's another thing I wanted to warn y'all about. Y'all children y'all gave birth to, some of y'all sons are y'all karmic husbands that came through to fuck up your relationships and fuck up your life to get revenge on you in this lifetime. Some of them are not really children. They're extraterrestrial beings, demonic beings that you had relationships with a lot of drama and karmic disagreements before you then brought them through your womb into this lifetime. They want to take you down and destroy your life. I still see some of you all with death on the threshold that has slid into your home. Sliding, I see on the bottom where you step your foot into the house. These spirits are sliding in and they twins. Light and dark, up and down, black and white, like them twins you seen up there in that Lovecraft country where that white police had put that spell on that black girl so she wouldn't tell. He got mad because they had that machine, that time travel machine, and the machine picked her mama. And her mama changed her name to Eppolita, and they opened up for her mama, which showed that the black woman in this garden had that key. She had that key, and they took her to another dimension where she met that other black woman with that afro where it worked on quantum time and numbers. See, so he wanted to punish the girl because the machine wouldn't come to him after they were doing magic on that house and had sacrificed black people in that house and bound them and did rituals on them and had their body parts and was sacrificing black men. And that machine was in there, they couldn't get in there, but that white lady let that black girl, Jessie Smollett, sister live in there. And you see, they tried to kill her, and that police tried to kill and harass her because they wanted that house empty so they can get that time machine. But that machine knowed who it wanted. It picked that black lady. And she kept working on it and opened up to her. Because she studied, remember her and her husband, that's Angela Bassett's husband, had the bookstore and liked to deal with a lot of sci-fi and found the keys to it. In the sci-fi and also when you do sci-fi, you deal with very educated characters and you deal with mathematics. So she had to come up with the mathematical key, the formula to open it, and it opened up to her. See, them twins right there, he put them twins to drive that girl crazy and they started trying to kill her. Then the white lady did jump in because she wanted to sacrifice that man, Jonathan. Sacrifice him so she saved her life, but then she lost her arm. The little girl lost her arm. It's them two, they look like that there. But except this was a girl and a boy and a serpent and a dragon, and they just like the twins on the Matrix. The real pasty-face ass goddamn twin. This is what I see walking around here right now. That would be Gemini. It would also be the lovers.
Hey,
which
Norris.
means it's somebody that you fuck with, or your ex, or finna be your ex, or you breaking up, or you divorcing them. So remember, we dealing with Aquarius. We dealing with Taurus, Sagittarius, Scorpio. We're dealing with these planets: Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto. And we still got the planets lined up, even for February. They're still visible. They'll be visible at the end of the month and going to be visible during the full moon that's coming up in almost 2 weeks. These things are out, and they have followed you from this lifetime. Your mother put spells on you, put black male spells on you, and put black magic and destiny swap spells and take whatever inheritance your daddy left, like mine did, and tell lies on you and try to destroy you and compete with you. She knew you from a previous lifetime. Pick baby daddy, sick them on you to set you up, and police to set you up, and niggas have sex with you to put demonic spells and spiritually transmitted sexual diseases on you and shit. That's what my mother did. Tried to make me sleep with niggas that was friends of hers, and then men that could really be good to me. I found out they told me she was lying to them about me to run them away so that I wouldn't have men to love me, but then tried to make me sleep with older ass men that she was fucking, that she knew would fuck me around and dog me out and put curses and shit on me. She got mad because I wouldn't do it. She thought I was dumb. I could recognize that shit. Sick tried to get to it to her other daughter too. It's women out here that'll do that shit to hold you back, bind you up, steal your destiny, steal your inheritance, and steal your soul. Like want to be you, walk like you, talk like you, act like you. Well, y'all not only got mamas like that, you got some daddies like that, some stepdaddies like that, some relatives like that, some fake ass cousins and aunties like that. But that spirit is alive. Even if that person you deal with, that relationship is dead, that spirit get up and will jump somebody else if you don't break that curse. And some of y'all children is your karmic wife and your karmic motherfucking nigga. That's what y'all need to see. Some of these men got daughters, and you have problems with your daughter, that's your common wife, your common girlfriend before. You have problems with your daughter, you can't get along with her, she's a jealous bitch. From the last time that she was goddamn here want to take you down, she really not your motherfucking daughter. She looked like a child and she looked like a daughter. You know, she young because you had birth to her, you know her birthday and shit, and she might be 17, 18 years old. That's what that body is. You don't know how that soul is. That's a grown ass demonic entity in a 17-year-old girl ass body. And you think that's a goddamn child you motherfucker talking to, but every time you turn around, the little bitch got you in some shit because the bitch deliberately get in shit. So it's your karmic to bring you down, your competition. A bitch that was competing with you, that was fucking with you, both y'all fucking with another nigga at the same time. Then some women in this lifetime will go with their mama damn nigga. I know of some women that done came home and caught their teenage daughter in the bed with their damn nigga and smirk at their mama and get up and fist fight their motherfucking mama. Be like, what you gonna do about this shit? You don't like the motherfucking shit? Cause that's not your daughter. That's not your daughter. There's a spirit inside of it. There's a karmic bitch that came back to challenge you the next time. She's gonna kill you too. If you don't wake up, your mama gonna use her. Your daddy or the enemy's gonna use her to talk to that thing inside her. Y'all need to do y'all spiritual house cleaning, y'all spiritual bath, y'all physical consecration. And really look at your children. If you got them kind of goddamn children, and consecrate them and don't trust they motherfucker ad. Especially they've been setting you up in and out of jail, in and out of juvenile, a big goddamn liar, whorish as fuck, always going talking about you behind your back, talking about what's in your house and what going on, and then there's always some shit in the family, and your daughter and your son dead in the middle of the goddamn shit, and you nice and good as hell and do the best you can, but you are the one always get fucked over, and you find out your daughter and son always in the motherfucking shit, or the one that's the most in it, the daughter or the son. That's the one that's not really your goddamn son or your goddamn daughter. That's a goddamn karmic. There's no reincarnated. That's really not a goddamn child. Just like I'm seeing with these children. Some of these are not goddamn children. Whew. Y'all, they keep telling me to tell y'all, I don't know who this is, but for them to keep saying that, there must be something going on just like the same thing I saw in my own fucking life unfolding. And they already got a secret policy on you. They don't got a dirty, crooked ass insurance agent to write up to kill your damn ass and get that money off of you or whatever money they owe you or property the family left you that you don't even motherfucking know about. And I couldn't sleep. And pimped her fucking daughter out. That's why the daughter run the streets and ain't there and can't really raise Nigeria because she's sick in the head. Out sucking dick and motherfucking doing dope and turning tricks and shit. Her mama got a lot of problems. If y'all could find a picture of her mama in the name, send it to me because we now know Ziyahharris' mama is alive and run the street, and her mama's mama, the grandmama who raised her. But you didn't know this nigga is fucking her, and you don't know your granddaughter's pregnant with you with that shit, and you sold that little motherfucking girl. And I don't see that's the only one she sold. Is somebody lying here? Or somebody trying to twist and tie this shit up? Because we know now, both grandmothers ain't dead. Somebody said that this sick motherfucker's mom and daddy left them or didn't want to be there, or the daddy left them. This man had death on him while he was swinging low, sweet chariot in the womb of his mother. This murderer and child molester and child lover he's already dead. And he's a junkie. And he's sick with sexually transmitted diseases. He might have more than one, from what I'm seeing in the spirit. But that's just what I'm seeing in the spirit. He was born to die. He was born to do what he's done. A dead mind and a live body. Demonic as hell like his father, Satan. He was christened to do this to children. Like the ice cream man. Like the clown that you see to entertain children. It's really not to entertain children. That's a way to open the door to get them around them so they can fuck on them. And steal their light and steal their soul out of them. And thrive like that and then eat their flesh. And drink their blood as a beverage when they're thirsty. And pass it around and pimp and prostitute them and have them to pass that spirit to other children. While the adults profit off of it and watch it. Those twins, that fat ass twin, going with that man, both of them are partners in crime and like to murder little girls that look better than them and lure them in for niggas to fuck them, oversee it, watch them fuck them, and then beat up the little girl and attack the girl because she looked better than them and because, oh, now you like my man, you want my man. No, your man likes 5 and 10-year-old. And you knew that in this murder in that shop he worked in. Him and that other nigga helped him, and they on both of them on drugs and take turns on fucking prostituting, camping out little girls, and there was a murder in there because I see blood and throw water on the blood, sweeping the blood up in one of them goddamn shops or sweeping it out of there, and then hiding the body. That little girl is in Detroit. She already told me because I seen her laying down and they changed her clothes. And I don't know if they changed this little girl's shoes to put her on somebody else's shoes or put some man or boy shoes or too big shoes or mismatched goddammit shoes on this little girl. Huh? Were they too big and they male? And she's showing me a football player. Now, if y'all been to high school up there or know this nigga, or if he went to school and graduated, because I'm really wondering if he did because he looks too mental slow to me.
and was fucking grown peoples, and they passing around. And her grandmother's on that stand was dead up with that shit. She dirty as hell, and she know exactly what happened to the girl. And that ain't the first child that she helped to happen for. She's telling me there's a football player. There's a man that used to be a popular football player. Football player in high school. He was popular and good looking in high school. He ain't that now. He might be fat and bald headed around the front and side, hair missing out the side of the goddamn head. But when she is telling me he was popular at one time, and she's showing me a football jersey, white with red letters on it, red numbers, not 2 numbers. He had 2 numbers that he played on. It might be more than one. This one football player she seen me that come up to that shop, know that nigga, so he might be a family member or a close friend. Let him fuck on little girls. Supply little girls. He's a pedophile and a fucking preacher. I want to say priest, but I don't know if it's in the Catholic churches nearby there or clergy that dress similar to a priest, because I have seen some black pastors dress like priests, but they're not priests. They're clergy. The outfit is similar, up to the neck, high collar with the white band, all black with a white band around the neck, inside the collar where you can see it. She showed me this football player that come to that shop that he supplied little girls to. She knows this football player. She's showing me. Maybe y'all can find this from Detroit, and when y'all look up anybody, because this guy knows a lot of people, because he's into orgies and fucking and people that are in the police department, in the school education system, and different systems like the fuck on little children and social services and shit. And in these organizations and car washes, and they deal with it in body shops. A lot of freaks come by, and women that he associate with, they got children, will sell their children or rent, like the fucking rental center, rent out TVs and washing machine, or rent their children out to him to be around him and to give him some money or some goddamn EBT, or to have this nigga to hang around or get them pregnant, or think he gonna marry them and be with them. These women let him, and some of these niggas will do it to their nieces, nephews, and to their daughters. Some of these niggas are drug addicts up there, and they actually fucking on their own motherfucking daughter. So that shit don't mean nothing to them. She showed me her body laid out. Y'all can forget about that. He don't have her body. He didn't embalm her body, put it in a special mausoleum or in a basement or in a freezer where he can go look at it. And I'm not saying some of them ain't frozen, then they release them at a certain time, a certain season. That's not where she is. She's not in cold storage. She has not been embalmed. She's scattered. She's been eaten by rats and animals because she was put outside. She was not taken across state lines and dropped off in New York and Alabama somewhere. She's close to her home. That's what she told me, because she got up out of her body. And for some reason, she showed me this dog and this white man. Somebody had, the animals don't know no better. It's meat to them. It's bone to them. Took a piece of her skull, this dog, to this white man. So this must be a wooded area, an area where a stream or river runs into a larger body of water. This is moving water. It's not standing still. She got up and she showed me that she was busting her eye. That lady, them two will actually have double teamed that girl. The grandmother did it too. They have done it over the years. And she was hitting her, shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, you little hot ass bitch. Around here fucking and sucking. Why are you attacking her for fucking and sucking when you made her do it and you watched her do it, then beat her and attacked her and then attacked him? They jumped on him. Them twins will whoop his motherfucking ass. He weak like that. Weak for pussy, weak for bitches, weak to be took care of. Because I don't see that he was paying no bills like that, all the bills and taking care of no bitch. They beat his ass, let him fuck her, and then got mad because he like some young, hot, wet pussy. And then beat his ass, double team him, set his motherfucking ass up and take his fucking check. And it ain't much, you know what? Goddamn, she told them they hit her in the eye. They hit her in her face. That one of them twins grabbed and choked her by the neck, and they bust her in the head. He helped though. I said she did it and the twin did it, but he helped. He lured her out. The twins lied to her and he lied to her. All three of them should be arrested. He is covering for them twins, the grandmother of the niggas, people in that family. This nigga, I hate to say this here, but they might need to offer him a deal, or they need to offer him something he want, or they need to have somebody in that jail pretend to be his goddamn friend to see what the fuck he gonna say, because them two fat ass twins got them in Hansel and Gretel. You know what? I'm sorry, because that's insulting them characters, Hansel and Gretel, because these fuckers fat and dirty and mischievous and liars and ugly than a motherfucker and miserable and jealous and two-faced and backstabbing. Them bitches will get you somewhere. They like to do it to smaller, cute, petite girls. And these are children. That little girl is a child in comparison to them. But they do not give a fucking fuck. They don't have any morals like that. See, the bitches that raised me was like that. They're still talking about me now, telling lies on me that was older than me. And I'm a little ass girl. You got grown ass women. You could be fucking 19 years old. They leaving you there, you know, with their niece or nephew. She probably 17, 18, or early 20s. You a child. You don't know this bitch is treating you like that because she jealous of you. And you ain't nothing but fucking 8 and motherfucking 9 years old. And if they thought they can get away with that shit or do that shit to you, they don't care nothing about jumping on no little ass motherfucking girl. Because they looking at the way you walking, you talking, your hair. You a baby, you don't even understand. And they know, you know, this bitch is going to be cute when she grew up and have a nice body. This bitch going to be fine. You know what she said? See, my nigga might like her, but you know, I know my nigga's a pedophile right now. You know, so let me be mean to this little girl and dog this little girl out. And she don't even know what the fuck going on. I experienced that my whole motherfucking life as a little girl. And I heard grown women talking about little girls and calling them names. They sat there and bullied. That's what Nazira told me. Bullied her, tag team her, pushing her. Like, okay, you standing there, you got one stinking ass fat twin on one side of the room, the other stinking ass twin standing on the other one. They got you sandwiched in the middle. So they doing her like they playing fucking tennis or volleyball, pushing, asking her questions. Yeah, you like my man, don't you? And then pushing her real hard on the other twin. Tell the truth. You like my sister's man, and you like fucking him, don't? And then push her back on the other one. Say it. Tell the truth. And she's like, oh, I don't, like, why, auntie, no, why are you doing this? Baby don't understand. And I just heard she kept saying, auntie, no, don't do this to her. She wasn't even, that baby so innocent. She wasn't even mad or trying to fight back. She's like, what did you know what you did, you stupid bitch. You hot, stupid ass bitch. You got pregnant by my man. Now you're going to have all kind of problems and bring the police and authorities down on us, little bitch. It's her fault and hitting her. You know you shouldn't have got pregnant. And she's like, auntie, what I do? Ow, why you hit me in my eye? Why you hit me in my head? It was a side of her head. She had a big old hole in the side of her goddamn head. And she bleeding, and he knew it. He let them have time to beat that girl up like that. Rolled her around. She can't see. That's what she's telling me. She can't see. Out of one eye, he finished it. He up to finish that shit, and he let them do it. And there was another man involved, and I believe there was a man down there at that goddamn body shop that was involved in that shit and seen it and know what he fucking did and helped to cover, because there was somebody else dead in it. It's another male, it's another female, it's a couple of children. I just ain't I'm trying to put it all together yet, goddamn it. I mean, this here, them the ringleaders of the shit. They let that man, they lure little girls in there, and they both basically start with family members, ain't gonna tell nothing, and then they get up there and act innocent. I can look at those two, and I can tell one is more enraged. One twin is more jealous and enraged than the other, because that she was fucking her nigga, and she's extremely jealous of that girl. And when she couldn't find him, or she knew he had fucked him and he liked it, she would be calm and then out go in there and eat her a whole pack of sausages, drink her goddamn 6-pack of goddamn mellow yellow, eat a whole goddamn pizza, eat, feel like shit, because both of them fat and funky looking and can't control her diet and her weight, can't control this nigga, and she knows this nigga really in love with her. Go in there and beat the shit out that girl. And she likes to beat her in the head, neck, and face. Punched her all in the stomach. Wanted to give her an abortion. But you helped her get pregnant. You let her get pregnant. And he told her that he was either falling in love with that little girl or liking that little girl. And the little girl wanted to be something. She wanted to go to school. She wanted to help people. She wanted to leave. She wanted to go to college. Them twin bitches so jealous of her. And that one man wanted jealous of her. They didn't even want the girl to leave. If you don't want her with your man, you jealous. Why you didn't send the girl to a special home? Like down here, they had Job Corps down here. People would come, young people and teenagers would come from all around the world to go to Job Corps. You stay there, you have your own room to stay, give you a check, they give you room and board, and you get your trade, and you go to college, you become something. They're so jealous of her. They didn't even want that girl to leave and get her education. You want her to die right there, and her dreams to die, everything about her to die. Now these two acting like they don't know what happened to her. They see no, the 3 blind monkeys, see no, hear no, speak no. Y'all sat there and killed that goddamn girl together. They like killing. They like to do that to little girls, them 2 fat bitches right there, and take that energy and bond out on them like, because they was fucked on and prostituted when they was goddamn little. There's still no reason to be jealous and do that to that girl and walk around look like 2 elephants together instead of taking care of your body and getting yourself together. Y'all fucking on this nobody. A fucking useless idiot that's got some dick and useless calm, because a lot of them children are already sick and deviated. Fuck, you want to get pregnant by him. And a lot of that shit comes from his daddy. Sick and twisted and dead in the head. This nigga already dead. Just physically alive. Y'all need to send donations for her altar. Y'all need to put these candles on the spirit back to that altar because something needs to happen to this man. And these bitches, I see right here, these two stinking bitches right here. God needs to come down here and walk this planet and strike these fuckers down. And expose these fuckers what they did to that girl and what they did to her other one. This girl's bones is all over the place. Her flesh is gone. So y'all can forget that little bit right there. You think you want me to tell you what about is? I'm telling you, scattered. All over the goddamn city. And somebody got pieces of it because animals picked it up. And they're going to find them because it's a serial killer. Those two are serial killers, and that nigga's a serial killer, and they got other child serial killers and women serial killers in that group of them and in that family and people that they fuck with that's not directly. It's women, it's drug addict women and prostitutes and kids where they done sat there, got them kids pregnant, murdered them children or drowned them in the bathtub. Why they act like they giving the child a bath, the child don't know no better. Little girl. Dump them cold in the winter. Some of these finna come start coming up in the spring and summer. I am calling their spirits out to come out because they have come to me and seen me and they letting me know they sitting up with her. And I'm asking her to go get them because some of them she knows. Y'all think people are dead and gone because they physically die and they're not. They'll sit because the real them is not the flesh that you think is alive to you. It's sitting in the flesh and keeps the flesh alive. If you don't let nobody kill you through black magic or any other circumstances, that's who you are and what you are. And I can see them and hear them. It's a whole bunch of them. They show me different sides of town. Detroit that they're owning. Some of their mothers have been taken from them and missing because some nigga that was fucking on them and fucking a little girl murdered them. And some of them were assets to the police. Came up murdered. Some of these are good police that wonder what happened to them or figured it out or still were on his trail. Some of them were not. That's how they get rid of them. People like him that you would never associate. Lord have mercy. This little girl is quite brainy. She's not stupid at all. She has an amazing brain. I'm like, what sign is this little girl? Because she has a grown person's brain, but the thing is, she's not a child. She's physically a child. This is a deep cosmic soul that came from another dimension to teach us a lesson. And to experience a lesson, it's a whole group of these children that you think are children, like I'm trying to tell y'all last night, that are not children. And some of your sons or daughters are karmics. You better watch them because all they're going to do is come in your life and bring you pain. You got to set up boundaries and change the way some of y'all deal with these people that you've given birth to. I don't even want to say children that you gave birth to, because a lot of these are not children. They're old soul or they're old demonic beings that came from your mama's side, your daddy's side. They cursed vessels. They have been put in the physical body, which is the vessel, to try to destroy you and hold you down and hold you back from previous lifetime. What's the best way to do it? They have your mama, your daddy, whoever's your caregiver, or your child do it, because that's who closest to you, who you fucking. But can't no dick get deeper up in you like no baby. Because the baby live in you for months before you give birth to it. It's bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh. That a dick can't do all that. It can facilitate it and make it happen to develop the embryo and the baby, but it don't sit in there like a child do. A lot of women bump their children, a lot of them don't. That child will come out and give them hell because it's not a child. It's just a physical vessel of a child shaped like one, goddammit, classified as a human. They come in and out of the being. We also dealing with these entities that see this and know this in these UFOs because they run the military. And a lot of these UFOs is being spotted around these military sites and around these goddamn airport crashes. Didn't I tell y'all that these kings, at least 10 presidents, these dead presidents are over there with Ronald Reagan? You're going to see all them coming up, getting their gifts, getting human sacrifices in life some way. You see, they done gave that to Ronald Reagan. They're going to give Bush something. And then I seen last night, they just gave Jimmy Carter, peanut eating man, posthumous Grammy. Because these, y'all think these people dead? These people are demanding for Donald Trump to get what he wants. He doing deals with them and deals with the ETs. Now you see he doing a deal with JFK and MLK. He finna erase this classified status on them and release what they did to them if they let him get it out. If he gets away with it and gets it out and no other president has done it, that means that he is making deals and he's being covered by the cabal, because the presidents don't have power. They're picked and chosen. They're puppets. They're told what to do. There's a very dangerous global cabal that runs everything, and your permission on anything that you see is approved. And they deal with the dead and they worship Satan. You don't have to believe in and respect it. It don't matter. What's dangerous is the fact that they believe it and they respect it. And they will do anything they got to do to get power, maintain power. And that's one of the reasons why you see mass executions. Now you're seeing the crashes appear to you. And the 3D within the United States, like I told you, I knew they would. I have been waiting for them. Now they're letting you see them. Because they're to the point, you need to go look at the clip from the daddy, George Herbert Walker Bush, that said we are bringing in a new world order and we will be successful. When he was the president, I think for the first term, he was speaking to Congress. Go listen. They're not worried about you doing nothing. They're not worried about you starting nothing. They're not worried about you interrupting shit. And see, I'm looking at him, and I said this to y'all before the new year came in, that he was consorting with them and they were over there and they were demanding things and they were friends. But for some reason, I see Obama in the list of presidents, and we know that he's physically alive. He's getting rewards too with his wife, Michelle. And he's close to them and blood relative, I think, to Bush. And he might be blood relative to Dick Cheney, as well as who? The Queen of England. Y'all need to look these things up. So this is happening in divine order. They're having some type of jubilee, a celebration getting ready to come up too, where more of these celebrities are going to be sacrificed. But you see, they have already, Babylon is falling as we know it. Hollywood, all y'all, these stars y'all worship that I told y'all was tied into this shit with Nipsey. You see all their names have come up. Then last night, I don't know if he had too much dick up in him or too many dicks at the wrong time. Up into the hospital last night. Say he got sick. I don't know if they got to pump his stomach, too much calm in it. You know what? Lord forgive me. See, Puffy is sick and got a condition we don't know about and take pills on a regular basis because something wrong with his immune system. He got some kind of disease. See, I told y'all a few years ago, Nipsey told me he go both ways and wanted him to fuck him in the ass, and Nip wouldn't do the shit, and then he got that tacky. See, you know what? It's too early for me in the morning to accuse people. The Lord forgive me, man. I don't know if he and that I met him another nigga, goddamn it, that excuse me, several niggas. Because see, Puffy got such an intense energy. You can't, one man can't really fuck him and satisfy him. You got to have about 10 men or some shit with some dope to really get him off like he want to. This Jimmy, second time down. Okay, you know what? Let me get rid of that. I couldn't look in here. I can look now, so I'm getting ready to take a break. Goddamn it. I mean, I did not. 15. Thank you. You know what? You say he got 15 kids. Not to worry about y'all. I don't see him paying it. These women will pay for them and to pay for him. Russia is a very common demonic family that's been allowed to exist and getting money on the low to exist because somebody paying their grandmama to do this. She done fucked her own daughter up and told her to leave that girl with her so she can prostitute her and make money off of her. While remains to be found, I've just told you there are no remains to be found. This girl is scattered everywhere and her meat is gone. Are you serious to me right now? Are you serious? Now, somebody will have to get out there and look for them because they're scattered. She has no flesh on her bones. Get the fuck out. Get real, y'all. Get the fuck real. She's physically deteriorated, disintegrated, ate up, spread it around Detroit. Gone. You think she's laying somewhere intact with her tissue, her brains, her arms, her hand? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Who the fuck is in here talking to me like this? There is no whole body to find. Now, don't listen to me and don't ask me. Don't believe shit I say. But when you think about it, it doesn't make sense. This girl's body's been laying out almost 2 fucking years. Over a year. And you mean to fucking tell, bodies break down in days depending on the temperature of it and if animals are nearby eating off of it. This girl's head was already leaking, brains hanging out of it because she told me she had a hole in it and the side of her head and her fucking eye she couldn't see. But it's this female done bust this girl eye out, damaged her eye to it's fucking bloody, it's hanging, and he did it as well. And you mean to tell me over a year after that happens, you want me to lie to you and tell you, yeah, her body's still intact, the tissue still on it, her titty's still intact, her stomach's still intact, the baby laying there moving around. Who the fuck are you talking to? Because you know I'm not the one for that bullshit. And you know I'm not the one to tell you what the fuck you want to hear. Go get somebody else to read this and tell you that the whole body is going to be found, the whole skeleton is intact, just waiting for y'all to walk up on it. Because it's not possible to find any bone and then do DNA on it and identify it. But you need to find somebody else to tell you what the fuck you want to hear. If you actually think that I'm finna sit here and say, oh, her body's still intact and she's still halfway breathing, goddamn it, I mean, and you know, her hair's still on her head, and you know, her teeth is still in place, and her hand, and her outfit, and her tennis shoes and shit. You want me to do that? I'll never do no shit like that. It is not biologically possible. It's not scientifically possible. It's not humanly possible unless she is being stored in a lab. There's a solution that stops her from breaking down, or she's in a freezer. This guy is not bright enough and has the money for that, or want to do some shit like that, or know people that had the technology and the forensic background to take a body and do that. He has no need for that, because this nigga so slow and so uneducated and so low in his vibration. He doesn't even understand that he is doing satanic rituals, although they do on a subliminal level. They wouldn't even take it there. And the twins wouldn't take it there. They want her gone. They would not go to a level. I want you to take her body. I want you to take her DNA. I want you to say this, babe. I want you to clone her. I want you to clone it. I want you to keep her frozen for a certain amount of time. During the week, I can go over there and talk to her and look at her and fuck on her and tell her that I'm sorry. I want you to embalm her and keep her in a certain funeral home so I can go down there and fuck her when I want and talk to her and tell her that I'm sorry and still bust my nuts on her and have my yeah. I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna tell you that. Boss lady, what's wrong with them this morning, boss lady? Why they like to play with me, boss lady? Why they don't want to accept that I'm a boss lady too? Why they don't want to respect their pimping? You ain't gotta like it, but you gonna respect it, goddammit. I mean, because this shit is not logical. What the fuck y'all asking me? But you know, at any given time, you know, you can go ask another reader. They're gonna find this girl whole body intact. And who's looking for her? Clearly nobody. Because they would have found pieces and it would have been a diagram. You give me the map, I'll tell you where the fuck she is. But y'all gotta donate to me, baby. Y'all not finna keep on playing with Drill. Y'all not finna keep on playing with me. Because she's so sweet to me. She feels very comfortable. It's like she's a child of mine. She just relaxed. I didn't ask her to come over here. I don't ask nobody to come over here. They find me. I don't find them. And then she want to stay here. She done mentioned some dolls. She not playing my dolls, sitting down there in the chair and lips at altar. She telling me the food she want. She was the ice cream, her balloons. I already told somebody else to get her stuff. I said, she want these balloon right now. And you see, you get these balloons. So what she like. I mean, she's just so calm with me, like I have known her whole life. And she said something about 10 years old. The number 10. Because she's like, I feel like I know you 10 years old. That makes me wonder, what happened to her at 10 with the grandmama do? Because they were playing that little girl pussy before she was 10 years old and putting her pamper back up. Because see, the grandmama know how to groom a little girl to get fingered by a nigga first, and they little babies, and they little finger them until they put a dick in them, and then not detect it. Because she doesn't tell, and she don't take them to the doctor to get examined. The grandmother's a sick, perverted, demonic ass bitch. A dirty, tough ass bitch. And I see a pentagram hanging underneath. She done sold her soul to the devil. Grandmama ain't no goddamn good. She admired and objectified the little girl and thought the little girl was beautiful, but then I'm going to sell you. I'm going to pimp you. And all of them has let this go on, and none of y'all has sent me a video. None of y'all has sent me news articles where the family got out and demanded a search. The police get more involved and do a search, or get the community to do a search to find that little girl, cause the family murdered the little girl. They already murdered them in heart, mind, soul, and spirit by letting people fuck them. They physically assault them. I say I know about some of that because I grew up experiencing some of it and I saw it. And all these bitches was old bitches like them and fat bitches and religious bitches that call Jesus on the main line and go to sleep, listen to the gospel, my grandmama, and go to church every fucking Sunday and throw their handkerchief and shit at the preacher, which is symbolic of throwing your drawers to my father and any other star on stage. Y'all just caught that right. See, you ain't catch what I just said. You ain't catch what I'm throwing. You catch what I'm throwing. A lot of y'all want me to tell y'all lies to catch it. I ain't gonna do it. Unless you can prove that what I'm saying is wrong. What you're asking me is not possible. She showed me that and told me and showed me her body being dismantled and eaten. Another ritual. And her bone, I see this white man, her bone, the dog, it's a piece of her skull. There's different places where animals will pick through it. So people would have to go look for her bones in a certain area. I'm not saying they're not there, but not the whole, all the 200 some bones of the body are not together. They're not intact. There's no ligament, no meat, no muscle, no tissues to hold them together. I don't know what you thought I was going to fucking tell you, but that is what the fuck I have to tell you. And she said it and showed it to, it's not possible. It's possible to find a skeleton. It's not possible to find one with all of the tissues and eyeballs. That stuff starts rotting within hours, and they start going through rigor within 8 to 16 hours. Really starts happening within 8 hours. And depending on where the body is at, because that's the natural process, then it starts to bloat within a few days, and maggots, flies lay eggs on it, and maggots get on it, and it gets so big, depending on how hot it is, before you get to it, gases build up in it, and it'll bust. Y'all don't know me. For y'all that don't know me, you clearly don't know that I have told you I have dealt with dead bodies. That's what I like to do. I've been in the morgue. I've been in the funeral home. I've watched embalmings. I've watched people die because I was told by the family I had permission to go to hospice and sit with them and speak to them. What will they say to me? And they got up out of the body. So clearly you don't know who you're playing with, dear. I'm not the one. I said what I said. And I'm going to stick by what the fuck I said. And as I always say this, prove me wrong and I'll apologize and take it back. I'll walk it back. At this time, I'm all 10. I ain't walking shit back. I said the fuck I said.
All right, so listen here. We're going to do our investigation on the Ziyahharris case. I have some details that I want to point out that I think some of us may have missed. I want to do a deeper dive here in a little bit. I just want to thank you all so much for coming by and listening in with us. Shout out to Norris Tony. Shout out to Big Beasley. And everybody that's in the bitches. If you are the replay gang, please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you go over to Alexis K. Tyler. Once I get done with everything and I get settled, I'm gonna put her link into the description of this video, so you can go out and check out more of her videos, and also the links to her Zelle and her PayPal. She does have altars where those that um some have crossed over and some are still here. They still want to eat and they still want to communicate. So I'll put the link in the chat. You all have a great day on purpose.